Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Another big year from arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. And while we enjoy his excellence, let's not take it for granted. He threw for over 4,700 yards, second only to Deshaun Watson, 38 touchdown passes, and led the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl while completing a career-high 66% of his passes. He did have a toe injury during the playoffs that hobbled him, and he had off-season surgery to correct that. We expect this guy to continue to be magnificent.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his 2nd in Tampa Bay.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, and most since his record-shattering 50-touchdon season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but, CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll wind up
up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
All quarterbacks are better when they have clean pockets to throw from, but you give one to Tom Brady, he'll decimate a defense. A really nice job there by his offensive line, giving him the protection to survey the field and make a nice, accurate throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Well, Charles, you think about these two teams and think about how long it's been since we've had the same two teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the only time that it's happened in the Super Bowl era. So I'm curious, what kind of chances do you see of us having a Kansas City-Tampa Bay Super Bowl in L.A. come February?
Well, you just pointed out how difficult it is for one team to get back to the Super Bowl, let alone the same two teams to play against each other. So the odds are against them, but would we tell either one of these teams they can't get back there? We think they're two of the best in the league. It shouldn't surprise us if it happens, but it is going against historical precedent. But remember last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won the Super Bowl in their own stadium. The only time that's happened in Super Bowl history, too.
The give is to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 15 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go. Check 37. Check 37. Check 52. Check rip.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'm trying to do better here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And it's 15-0.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Chiefs offense set to go.
And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown, this offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, there's something that the Chiefs did not do at all in Super Bowl 55, and that's find the end zone, but they're in for 6 here.
Yeah, they could only come up with 3 field goals in that game. A huge surprise to just about everybody out there. But in this one, on the board early compared to the last time they played against this team.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they're back within 8. It's 15-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading him out.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Throwing on first down is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Brady.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Brady now on first down. This is caught by Evans.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Brady. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10.
To throw, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Brady to throw again. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Quite a decision there on fourth down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
To return is Jadon Mickens. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. First down. It's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
54 yards on the ground for him so far.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Brady. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
First down Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard.
When this Bucs offense is humming, this is what they're good at. Those short to intermediate passes. They get the ball out quickly in rhythm, and it's a tough offense to slow down when they're playing well.
Brady now on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Brady to his tight end, Braid, for the Tampa Bay first.
Well, we all know it's Gronk that gets all the headlines, but as we just saw, Cameron Brate, he's pretty reliable himself. Makes a nice catch there for a first down. And Tom Brady, he likes throwing the ball to him as well.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Really nice job there by the interior of the Kansas City defensive line, and they're a stout unit to run against. And they do an excellent job there of bottling that play up.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they will take a knee here. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. And they take a knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns, 65 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And all the Chiefs have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the...
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through is going to give you the play we saw to win the game. Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first time. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And while I don't equate starting record as a quarterback to pitchers in baseball, it still gives us a great baseline. And Patrick Mahomes, 38-8 as a starting quarterback for Kansas City in the regular season. Throw in 6-2 in the playoffs, including a Super Bowl 54 victory. You've got one of the best ones in the game. And if you're a Kansas City fan, how excited are you? He signed through 2031. He will be your quarterback for a long time.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Jadon Mickens deep for Tampa Bay. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
A give to Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
To throw is Brady. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Brady going to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
But, Charles, you think about these two teams and think about how long it's been since we've had the same two teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the only time that it's happened in the Super Bowl era. So I'm curious, what kind of chances do you see of us having a Kansas City-Tampa Bay Super Bowl in L.A. come February?
Well, you just pointed out how difficult it is for one team to get back to the Super Bowl, let alone the same two teams to play against each other. So the odds are against.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
So one touchdown, 1 2-point conversion. That accounts for our first half total. 8-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. It's something we've said a million times, but we were treated to a fine performance in the first half from Tom Brady. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Second and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And there's a familiar sight, Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones, and he's across for the touchdown, and in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Brady will look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 16. A little under 40 seconds to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Mahomes will throw. Finding Kelsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final try for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best